Alright, so today in this video, I'll be discussing the revision questions that I've shared with you. The one on chapter 3, basically it is chapter 1, 2 and 3, it's a mixture of all. Alright, so let's look at question 1. So there are two things here. They've given you the menu with all the basically whatever pizzas they have and the drinks and garlic bread, and there's a weekly special. So what does the weekly special say? It's $14.90. Any large pizza plus one garlic bread and 2 cans, you get $14.90. So Marion and Alan ordered the pizza plus treat. So this pizza plus treat with the cheese and bacon pizza. Okay, which means the large one, you'll get the large one, isn't it? How much did they save using this week's special instead of paying the usual price? So you find how much would they basically be getting, okay? Okay, so basically you'll find how much it will cost them. So the large pizza is $12.70. Plus one garlic bread, which is $2.10, plus two drinks, which is $1.30. You'll get $17.40. So you minus how much, and that's how much they saved. So what was the percentage of saving? You want to know by how much did they save? How many percent did they save? So they save $2.50. You divide with the original price, you will save 14.37%. Anthony and Gart used the Pizza Plus treat to buy the pizza, which gave them the largest saving. How did they save? So you got to try one by one in this case. All right. So basically, it's actually, you don't need to really try. You just choose the most expensive pizza. The most expensive pizza will give you the most saving, isn't it? So the most expensive pizza will give you $19.40, which means you have saved $4.50. Okay, the diagram below shows 5 towns with the time it takes to drive between the towns. Okay, so you'll see A, B, C, D, E, and so on. Sue drives a delivery van. She will start at A and drive from A to B. She will drive from A to B. Then from B to C and C to D and then D to E. And E back to A. She will stop for 5 minutes in each town to make the delivery. Note that there is no delivery at town A and she wants to be back at A by 4 p.m. All right. So what is the latest time Sue can leave from A to make the deliveries to be back by 4? So you start off with the 5 minutes at each town. So how many towns do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4 towns, correct? No, sorry, there's no delivery in A. So 1, 2, 3, 4 towns, correct? So that's the extra 20 minutes. All right. So that extra 20 minutes, you will add it up later. So time at each town, she add up all the 4 hours, the 1 hour 10 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes, this whole thing here, plus 50 minutes you will get. So you just add up all, you will get 4 hours and 10 minutes. The total time will be 4 hours 30 minutes. You add in the 20 minutes there. All right, so it'll take her 4 hours 30 minutes in total to make the delivery. She needs to get back by 4 p.m. So you work backwards. So 4 p.m. minus 4 hours 30 minutes, meaning she needs to leave latest at 11:30 a.m. to get back by 4 p.m. All right. Given that Sue traveled 315 kilometers and gets 35 kilometers for every liter of petrol, what does that tell you? 1 liter can get her 35 kilometers. If Sue needs to make this delivery 12 times a month, how much will it cost her in petrol in a year? Assume that the price of petrol stays at 1.73 per liter. So give your answer to the nearest ringgit. Nearest ringgit, I want you to highlight these kind of things. Why I want you to highlight these kind of things is because you need to round off accordingly at the end of the question to make sure that you don't lose marks and make sure your units are there. So let's do it step by step. So highlight things that are important here. Everywhere there's a number, right? You're definitely going to use it, no? So normally I like to highlight, so I know what I'm dealing with. I know what I need to use, but it's up to you. Okay, so 1 month, 12 trips, each trip 315 kilometers. So how do you find it? You just multiply and you find it, okay? All right, so I don't think that is basically any problem there. Okay, so 315 times 12, you will get 3780 kilometers. So 1 year, she does it 12 times in a month, 12 times in a month. And 1 year will be 12 months, isn't it? So 1 year, you times 12 again, she will travel 45,360 kilometers. Every 35 km need 1 liter. So this many km need how many liter? 1296 liters. All right. So 1 liter is, I will try to, not sure if I can bring this up. So 1 liter is 1.73 ringgit, like you said here. So you will multiply it, you will get 2242.08. Final answer must be in the nearest ringgit, you just round off. So these kind of questions is best you do it step by step. But if some of you who can see it and you like to do one shot, no problem. You can straight away take 315 times 12 times 12 again. One shot you will get 45360 kilometers, and then immediately you can straight away find the value. Okay, you cross multiply, whichever method you want to use, as long as you manage to get to the final answer. Okay, this is your Best Buy. He wants to buy peanut butter to donate to the local factory. He wants to save as much money as he can. So there are a couple of different brands of peanut butter here. Those of you who love peanut butter, I think you will know all these brands. Okay, so you're going to find Best Buy. My common mistake within students when they find Best Buy is, I don't know why they take quantity and divide. It is always price divide quantity. It is always price divide quantity. So you take the price divide quantity, you find each ounce how much and choose the cheapest. Okay, they will always give you 1 mark for explanation. So you choose which one because it has the lowest unit rate. Okay. Jim Walter, CEO of Walter Electric, wants the company to reduce the percentage of capacitor that customers return. In June, it shipped 5,000 capacitors and 150 were eventually returned. So how many percent was returned? 3%, in other words. Okay, 150 divided 5,000 times 100 is 3%. By July, Walter had reduced the percentage return to 2%. So if 130 were returned, how many had been shipped? So if 2% is 130, you want to find what is the total. 100% is how much? Okay, so you can use your proportion method and find the answer. All right, there are many ways to do this. It is up to you. Like this one, you're finding 1% first. Okay, and then you find the total 100%. Okay, so that's one way. Another way, you just cross multiply. Myrma gives away 84 flyers over a 3-hour period. If the number of flyers she is able to give away per hour remains the same, what is the number of flyers she will give away in a 5-hour period? Here also there are different ways to do it. So 3 hours, 84 flyers, 1 hour, 28 flyers, 5 hours, 28 times 5 is 140. You can also do cross multiplication method. Will also give you the answer. Okay? Norm's discount store is having a year-end sale offering 25% off the normal price and a further 10% discount. So Louis planned to pay cash for a king-size bed which usually sells 1,300. How much will she have to pay for the bed during the stay? So if they say further discount, it's not 35% altogether. A lot of students make this mistake. Further discount means you find the first 25% off, and then from there you discount it further by 10%. Okay, so you will get 877.5. During the sale, John paid by credit for an office desk and chair, which normally sells for 2,800 in total. How much did he pay? Okay, so basically you get your 75% off. So you only pay 75%, sorry, all right? So you only pay 75%. Ramiro has filled 1/3 of a 50 gallon or 50 gallons. That means he filled this tank 1/3. In other words, it's 50 gallons. So what is the total capacity? So if 1/3 is 50 gallons, 2/3 is how many gallons? 100 gallons. So total capacity 150. So there are a few ways to do this. 1/3 is 50 gallons. 3/3 is 50 times 3. Okay, few ways to look at it. You want to find total capacity, you want to find the whole. All right. A consultant sees a patient every 25 minutes and may or may not take a rest after each patient. Okay, so 25 minutes after he takes for each patient. He works 50 hours a week. Assuming that the consultant does not take a rest, what is the maximum number of patients he can see in a year? He takes 4 weeks vacation. So there are 52 weeks in a year, all right? So we do 1 by 1. He works 50 hours in a week. In total, he works 3,000 minutes. 1 week, he works 3,000 minutes. All right, each customer 25, each patient 25 minutes, meaning he sees 120 patients in a week. All right, so do it step by step. Okay, 1 year he works 48 weeks because 4 weeks is vacation. So 48 times 120, he sees 5,760 patients in a year. In a school, 50% of the students are younger than 10. That means half the students are younger than 10. 120 are 10 years old and 1 out of 10 are older than 10 but younger than 12. The remaining 70 students are 12 years or older. How many students are 10 years old? So you want to find exactly 10 years old. So 1 is always the total. So you just take and minus everything. 1 minus the 50%, minus the 1 over 20, okay, minus the 1 over 10, okay, and you will get 7 out of 20. So 7 out of 20 times the total will be 70 students. All right, so you minus everything so you can find it. All right, so you'll get the 70 students. Basically, then you need to find, because you're using everything here, you know, so your 10 years old is there. So you need to 1 over 20, you times 200. You will find 10 students are exactly 10 years old. So you do it, there are many ways to handle this question, so you do it step by step, yeah? Pipe A can fill a tank in 3 hours. Pipe B can fill the same tank, that means the same capacity of tank in 2 hours. How many minutes will it take both tanks to fill 2/3 of the tank? So let's write it step by step. It's a little bit complicated. Pipe A fills the tank in 3 hours. So it fills 1/3 of the tank in 1 hour. Do you understand? Because the full tank is 3 out of 3. It takes 3 hours, isn't it? So 1 hour will be 1/3. Pipe B, 1 hour will be half because it takes 2 hours to fill the whole tank. So 1 hour, it will fill half the tank. Do you understand? So in 1 hour, 2 pipes will fill 5/6 of the tank. Okay, so 1 hour is 5/6. So 1 hour is 5/6. Now you want to know how long is 2/3. So you cross multiply, you'll be able to find 4 over 5 hours. You times 60, it will be 48 minutes. So take your time to understand this. It takes a little bit time. I believe F and G will be a little bit of a problem. So do we look at it slowly, follow my steps slowly and try it. Okay?